What's up, guys? This is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. So this is September 29th, and this is actually second tutorial on DevOps tricks. So in the last tutorial we have already decided that we'll be going forward we'll be going to post like small tutorial, and it is kind of a tricks like which is kind of very useful for those who are actually planning to switch their actually career into DevOps, or maybe whoever is already started working on learning DevOps. For them, these things are kind of very easy because like learning is a different thing, and doing some hands-on is a different thing. So those are actually already actually subscribed to my like normal DevOps training. They already familiar with all these use cases, but I just tried to do this thing in free of cost for all of you guys, so that you guys can actually get some sort of benefit out of it. Okay, so today's topic will be actually how to set up Jenkins. So you all know like Jenkins is kind of a standard pipeline building and pipeline like with the help of this thing you can manage and maintain our pipeline, and also you can do the continuous integration and continuous deployment, or we can say like kind of build, test and deployment. All these things are possible with the help of like Jenkins. So many company has a has again, there is nothing fixed in DevOps. Some of the company generally uses like some other build management or deployment tool. Some company uses Jenkins. Some company uses directly GitHub workflow. Some company uses like GitOps, like GitLab. There are a lot of things. Some company directly uses AWS code pipeline. So we'll be going to tackle each and everything slowly, but for the time being, just because Jenkins is kind of a like open source, so it's kind of very easy, and also it's very popular. Like it is widely used and accepted in the enterprise. Okay, so today's topic will be how quickly we can actually set up our Jenkins. Like I often get this question that I want to install Jenkins. Like, is there a tutorial or something like that? Yeah, there are lots of tutorials are available in the YouTube. I'm not saying that I'm the first one who is actually doing this thing, but again, I'm just going to do it kind of a stepwise manner, and I'll be going to do it in the hands-on oriented way, so that it will be kind of going to give you guys some sort of like precise like solution. Okay, so first we can do it in a two different way, just because we are actually sorry using AWS is our go-to cloud service provider. So we'll be going to actually do it like first from our AWS environment, and after that we'll be going to do it from the our local system. In the local system, we'll be going to use standard Dockerize image, and from AWS we'll be just going to download the Jenkins setup, and we'll be going to do it. Okay, so two different types of setup or installation. So hopefully you guys will be able to actually enjoy the tutorial. Okay, so without further delaying, or maybe lots of talking you already did, so let's start actually the actual hands-on. So maybe let me open my this thing. So let me open my AWS. So first thing we'll be going to actually log into my AWS. So maybe just hold on. So if I go to the next slide, so first steps for AWS EC2. So we'll be going to launch instance, and after that we'll be going to get the installation steps from in this link. So link I believe you already opened here. In the link there are steps are mentioned. We'll be going to follow the same steps actually. So let me just log in. Hold on. Okay, so I logged in. So now first thing is what we need to actually launch an EC2 instance. Okay, so let me check if I have already an EC2 instance running. So actually I have three instances running. So what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and terminate all these instances. I don't know why I created this thing. So it's all terminated. Okay, so let me launch an instance quickly. So maybe I just name it as Jenkins. I believe all of you guys are familiar with this thing, but if you are not familiar, you can actually use this tutorial kind of a reference. Okay, so you have to give a name, and after that I'll be just going to select Amazon Linux. No change. I'll be going to use like my pem file, and after that all are fine. Just launch instance. That's it. Okay, so it is quite like easy, and after that if I just click on this thing, it is going to tell you that instances are getting launched. So you can basically actually log into the instances like once this is showing running, you can log in, but I generally prefer to log in when initializing this status check is actually completed. Okay, because sometimes it's the performance is very like uh, not up to the mark, or maybe you can say the performance is not uh, kind of it's not like very efficient, like if you immediately just logged in. So I just, it's my personal preference to actually log in to the instance once everything is actually up and running, and here actually it is going to tell you some sort of like message that all checks are passed. So that is why I generally wait up to like until and unless we are getting some success message from this thing. Okay, so it's going to take 2 minutes of time, like, and in between if you are like kind of don't have patience, like you can just click on refresh. Okay, so it is actually going to give you some sort of update. But again, uh, in an average, on an average, basically it will take 2 to 3 minutes of time to complete this step. So for example, right now my time is 2:46. You can expect this thing to be done by 2:48. Okay, on an average. Okay. So let's wait. Okay, so let's refresh this thing again. So if you say still it is showing initializing, as I told you, like on an average 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm expecting that it should be done by 2:48, like 14:48. So let's say whether I'm wrong or right. So let's wait. It's kind of boring, like when you don't have anything to do, like you have to just uh, sit back, relax, and wait and watch. Okay, don't get restless, don't panic, it will be done. Okay, for sure. So maybe I'm wrong, it is going to take a little bit more time because it's already 2:48. See, so on an average it is generally uh, it generally takes 2 to 3 minutes of time. But yeah, it depends sometimes, like who knows, like what is the basis or what is the algorithm they generally use. Maybe their side something is slow, right? You can assume that. So next thing is that once it is done, then you have to actually log in. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's 2:49. Yeah, see, it's passed, so I can log in now. So login is very easy. You have to click here, you have to click on connect, you have to go here, you have to copy this command, and after that you have to click on new window. So basically I'll be going to use this pem file. This pem file is available in my computer downloads directory. So I'll be just going to navigate to my directory first, and after that I'll just simply copy and paste this command. Okay, like this. And after that, if I just do yes, those are using Windows, they can also do the same thing, but for them basically you have to download some sort of like SSH like client. So git bash is kind of fine. Just download git bash and try to use it. Okay, so now I have logged in. So now the things are very simple. Like first thing first, I have to just go here sudo su, because I'll be going to run all the command with the help with the root user, and cd done. Then next thing sudo yum update and -y, let the updates to be done. So no updates are like pending. So what I'll do now, I'll just go here in this link. The link is already uh, provided in this here. Okay, so I'll just follow the steps. So the first thing is actually done. So first thing you have to actually copy this thing. So basically I have written all this command here, so I'll be just going to share the same thing with you at the end. So let's try to actually copy this thing. Okay, okay, so let's go here and run this command. Let's see. So it's done. So what is the next command? Next command is actually this command. Okay, we'll be going to set some key, like it's written, import a key file for Jenkins CI. Okay, okay, done. The next thing is actually this one. Okay, so we need to actually upgrade, sudo yum upgrade. So it's requires something, some upgrades are pending, so it's done. Then we'll be going to use open jdk 11. Okay, so go and let's see. Okay, so it's getting installed, so let it install. Okay, so installations are going on. So remember guys, it is not installing inside my local computer, it is actually getting installed in my Aws EC2 instance. Okay, so once this is done, then I'll be going to install this thing. So now the Jenkins is getting installed. So yeah, it is installing Jenkins, and after that we need to actually enable the Jenkins and start the Jenkins. That's it. Okay, then we'll be going to enable the Jenkins. So this is the command. Okay, enable, then we'll be going to start the Jenkins. So Jenkins generally runs on port 8080, remember. Okay, so this is going to take some time. Okay, okay, it's done. So let me just check the status. So it's going to tell you everything. So Jenkins is running, if you see the port 8080. So basically this is running on this machine, like this machine on port 8080. But the thing is that if I just copy this public IP address here, and if we just hit 8080, we won't be able to actually do anything. uh, Basically we won't be able to do anything is a wrong statement. Basically you won't be able to see anything here, or you won't be able to access Jenkins. So basically why? Because if you go to the security, if you just select the server, after that if you go to the security, and after that if you go to the security groups, if you click on the inbound rules, if you see only port 22 is actually open. So what you have to do, basically you have to add a rule. So basically you have to do maybe HTTP, I think not HTTP. So basically custom TCP, and maybe port 8080, and maybe I'm just going to give my IP address, save rules. So it's done. Now what I'll do, I'll just copy this thing and just refresh this thing. Okay, so like this, and hit enter. So let's see whether it is opening or not. Yeah, so see, something is coming, just because yeah, just because I actually enable this thing here, the security group. This is a normal AWS thing. If you're not familiar with this thing, you can actually subscribe to my AWS like course. I generally give training on that as well. So for more information, just reach out to me or DM me on my Telegram account. Okay, so it's done. So we cancel. And after that, let's see what it is saying. It is saying that Jenkins is locked. You have to actually get the password from this file. Okay, so just come here, and what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and I just write cat, and after that cat means actually to read the file. So see, it is going to give me a password. Okay, the moment I hit this thing. Okay, it's very interesting, and I put this thing over here. Okay, so my Jenkins is kind of unlocked. Okay, so now what you'll do, you have to just click on this thing. Okay, and everything is getting installed. Okay, Okay, so now it is installed. Now it is asking me to just set a name. So I just gave you admin. I'm just going to set some password, just normal password. Okay, nothing else. Cause okay, email address. Okay, fine. Okay, that's it. Close. Okay, save and finish. That's it, done. So you can just start using Jenkins. Okay, from AWS. Right. That's it. Not much. If you don't want to use, like what you have to do, basically you have to go here. You have to go here. I'll just go and I'll just terminate the instance. That's it. So I don't want to actually waste some money. So because of that, now if you see the Jenkins is won't be able to access the Jenkins. So first thing is done. Like if I come here, this part is done. Now next thing is actually steps for local system, like how you can actually run your Jenkins from your local system. So first thing actually you can install Docker. So installing Docker is a very simple thing. If we just go here, Docker desktop. So if you go here, you will get the links and you can just go ahead and download. Like, depending on your system, you can do it. And once this is done, what you have to do, steps are written here. Pull the Jenkins image from Docker Hub. So we have to basically get a Jenkins image from the Docker Hub. So what we'll do, so Docker Hub, right? Okay. And if you have to go here, then after that we'll go ahead in the Jenkins. So basically, which is update 3 days ago. So I'll just go ahead and copy this thing. So first thing is actually what I'll do, you can click on this thing, documentation, and after that it is going to tell you how to run. So basically I'll just copy this link is here. Okay, and you have to open a new window, and after that basically you have to run this thing. But I want to run the Jenkins as the root user, because I want to maybe install some plugin later on. So because of that, so -u, and after that you have to just root. Okay, so that's it. So before I do something, I want to show that in my system no container or nothing is running. So if I just go here, so let me open and show you. So see, I have nothing running on my computer, no container running, no image running, and I also can show this thing from my terminal. So if I just open Docker images, you see nothing is there, and if you just do Docker space ps, I have nothing running. Okay, so everything is kind of like I had deleted everything. So this is the command. So now I just did this thing, right? So let's see, it is going to actually download the image from Docker Hub. See, it is downloading the image, and after that it is going to run the container. So again, I have to use the same port. So this is basically my local port, and this is the container port. So it is exports, it is getting exposed the local port with the container port, and Jenkins is running actually in the 5000, and it is actually exposed with my computer 5000 port. So it is getting first downloading the Docker image, and after that is going to run the image, I mean running the container. So container is getting run, so it is running. So let's see. So see if it's giving me the password as well. Okay, so now if you just open this thing here, see here one container is running actually, and this is the image, and this is a container. It is running, and it's running on port 5000, and I can access this thing using port 8080. So what I'll do, I'll just go here, localhost and port 8080. See, it is showing me, and I have to actually use the same password. So password is this one. Okay, so I'll just paste this thing, done. Okay, right, so everything is done. I just do this thing, so the installation will begin and everything is going to finish in few minutes. Okay, so this is the overall thing for running Jenkins very quickly from your local system. If you do not want to use your local system, you can actually go ahead and use it from your AWS. But again, if you don't have the luxury, or you don't have the accessibility to use AWS environment, you can just spin up a Jenkins environment within 2 minutes. Like I just did it in 4-5 minutes, right? And I actually took 4-5 minutes because I actually was trying to explain you guys. But when you are actually going to do it for your own, then that time you don't have to actually explain the things to anyone, so you can just go ahead and do it very quickly. So I think 2 to 3 minutes is maximum it is going to take, and after that maybe this installation is actually going to take a little bit of time because this is running inside the Docker container. So that is why it is very slow. But if you remember, when we did this thing from the AWS. That time it was running directly in the AWS environment, so it was very fast. Okay, so that's it, guys. So the steps are same. Once the installation is done, then it will be going to ask you to actually set up an user ID and password, and after that it will be like kind of finish and done. Okay, so I'm not going to actually do that part again here in this video, because it is going to like increase the length of the video, and maybe most of you guys are already got the fundamental or the actual objective of this video. So guys, again, uh, before I conclude the video, I would like to actually request all of you guys that please put some comment, share your feedback, and also if you have something similar or some sort of like some use cases like where actually you guys think we can do, or maybe some of you already started working in some company, or maybe some of you actually having some idea about some complex use cases, please let me know so that we can include this thing or incorporate all those things in our like upcoming tutorials. And the final thing that is, guys, try to provide some feedback. Like it doesn't mean that that like whatever I'm creating that will be like 100% like correct. There is always element of like improvement, and we always try to improve our quality. So if you guys just put some comment, good or bad, doesn't matter, it has to be like honest. Just put some honest comments so that actually I can also work on those things, and I will come off in the future with the like more valuable content. Or if you think something is missing, or something could be done in a more better way, and something we could add to spice up the video content in a differently, and if you add something else that will actually add some more benefit uh, to all of your learning, please let us know. We'll happily actually do it, because we always seeking for improvement, and with the help of improvement only we can grow faster, and that is our only objective, that we would like to reach a large audience base. Okay, and final thing, guys, those are actually watching our channel for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, put some comments, and share our videos with your family and friend, and ask them to subscribe as well, because your one subscription and your one like is actually can do a lot of things for us, and it is the main thing is actually the motivation, right? Okay, so enough of talking, guys. We'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day, and have a happy learning.